All right, to get this slow vinyasa started today, just to let you know, this is definitely going to get into the upper body quite a bit. Opening up the chest, get into the upper back, bit of core work as well. So to start, let's bring this down onto our backs. And once you're down, the way I want you to set this up here is with your feet on the floor, knees up. Bring the feet out a little bit wider than your hips and then lean the knees in towards center. And this is all to help your low back come to the mat as much as you can bring it down. And then just go ahead and relax your head. Bring your arms out to your sides, open your palms up toward the ceiling. Let your shoulders sink down. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in here. Let your mind quiet down. And just start to deepen your breathing here when you're ready. So with your inhales, pulling as much air as you can, try to fill up your lungs and hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. When you exhale, just open your eyes. Now press down into your feet, separate your knees. And we'll take this slow here to start. So with your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. With the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. And now with the exhale this time, again, bring the arms to your sides, but curl this up. So I want you to lift your head. Tuck your chin in your chest. Hands on the floor. Try to bring your shoulders up as high as you can. Pull in from your low belly. And then curl back down. Bring your head to the floor. Reach your arms past your head. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring the arms down to your sides. Curl. Lift your head, chin to chest. Try to bring the shoulders up high. Inhale, roll this out. Reach this out long. Exhale, arms down, curl in. Bring your shoulders up. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, arms down, curl in, bring your shoulders up. Inhale, roll this out long. Now the exhale a little bit different. Bring the right arm down to your side, left arm past the right leg, chin to chest, curl and twist to the right. Inhale, bring this out long, reach past your head. And with the exhale to the other side, left hand to the floor at your side, right arm reaching left, chin to chest, curl, come over to the left side. Inhale, back to center, reach this out long. And then with the exhale, bring it to the right. Right hand down, left arm reaching right, chin to chest, and twist as you lift. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale, curl, left hand to the floor, right arm reaching left, chin to chest, and try to lift higher. Inhale, roll this out long. Now with the exhale, curl to the right side. Reach the left arm right, chin to chest. Try to bring that left shoulder up higher. Inhale, roll this out long. Exhale again, curl from the upper body. Left hand down, right arm reaching left, chin to chest. Try to get that right shoulder above the left. Inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale this time, just bring the knees to your chest, your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in for a moment. And then once you're ready from here, just set the left foot down and extend your right leg up toward the ceiling. I'm going to take this a little bit further. So stack the right leg, right ankle above the right hip. You can bend the knee if you need to, straighten the leg if you can. Keep the right foot flexed so the sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Now press into your left foot, lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach high through both arms. We're going to take this back and forth twisting, and we'll start this on my count, beginning with the right hand. So from here, 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching through the left arm. Keep the left shoulder high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just come down. Once you're ready, switch out. Right foot to the full, left leg high. And again, straighten that lifted leg as much as you can. You can bend the knee, but keep the ankle stacked over the hip. Left foot flex, sole the foot faces the ceiling. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach high through both arms. And let's work the twist back and forth, starting with the left hand this time. So 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that right arm. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring this back down. Now both feet on the floor, just keep them about hips width distance apart with your knees high. And then hands above you. Bring your hands together, palms to touch. Interlace the fingers, and then turn your hands, elbows wide, set the palms face up toward the ceiling. We're going to go back and forth into a supine twist like this. So go ahead and fold your knees to the right, but pull your hands over to your left side as far as you can. And then take it the other way. Bring the knees to the left and bring the arms to the right. Keep your shoulders down. Take it back and forth. Bring the knees to the right and your arms to the left. Switch this out. Bring your knees left and pull the arms to the right. One more round. Pull the knees to the right, bring the arms to the left. Now hold here. Now press your knees to the right side as much as you can. Keep stretching the arms. Pull with the left arm and take the right arm left. And maybe try to work that right hip up off the floor. And then release that. Come through center. Bring your knees to the left side. Pull the arms to the right. Now keep your shoulders down. Keep that right arm drawing the left arm across. Now try to press your knees toward the floor. Maybe even lift that left hip just a little bit. And then bring it back to center. And release your hands. Now once you're ready from here, go ahead and bring your arms down to your sides and set this up. We're going to take this into a few rounds of bridge. The feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Start this with the heels close. Close enough that you can bring your low back flat to the floor as much as possible. Now arms at your sides with your palms down. Keep your gaze up high and just take it slow. With an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, lift up one more time. Now hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing. Keep your hips lifting. Press your hands to the floor. And just keep that tension. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll back down. Now once you come down, keep your feet at this width in relation to each other, but walk your feet away from you. Maybe about 1/2 a foot's distance, or just a few inches, or maybe a full foot if you want to take it further. And keep in mind, we're going to go even further still with the round after this. But keep the feet parallel. Heels have already moved away from you a bit. And this time I want you to reach your arms straight up. So the arms come to vertical. Make your hands into fists. Squeeze the forefingers into your palms, thumbs outside. And then ground your shoulders down into the floor. And let's take this up and down. So with an inhale, pressing your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. Exhale, roll down again. Inhale, lift your hips one more time, hold here. Now as you hold on to this, keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting, ground down into your heels, and try to drag them toward your shoulders. Keep the fist clenched, keep your shoulders pressing down. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, roll back down and bring your arms down to the floor. Now we're going to take it further still. So still with the feet at hips width distance, walk them further away from you. Maybe just a few inches, maybe a full foot's length. And just feel this out here. The further your feet go, the more difficult this is going to be. Now the feet are still parallel, heels are still down. Go ahead, reach your arms out long past your head this time. And with your arms past your head, keep the shoulders down and press the backs of the hands into the floor. Spread your fingers wide and try to press your fingertips down. And we'll go up and down from here. So ground down into your heels with an inhale. Press your hips up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, lift your hips up high. Exhale, roll down again. Inhale, press your hips up. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, bring your hips high one more time and hold here. Now again, keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. And as you hold on to this, press into the heels, maybe even lift your toes up off the floor. Try to drag the heels toward your shoulders. Keep your hips pressing high, keep your arms pressing down, and just breathe. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just roll this back down. And when you come down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, squeeze everything in. And as you're squeezing, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees, and just pull everything in tight. And then once you're ready, go ahead, cross at the ankles. Roll forward to a seat, and then come further to your hands and find all fours. And once you take this into all fours, just give yourself a moment here to move around. Stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let your shoulders and hips move side to side, and just feel things out for a moment here. And then bring this back into center when you're ready. So I want you to walk your hands in, maybe about one hand's length in front of your knees, so pretty close. And the way we're going to set this up is for some cow and cat breathing. So bring your knees out wide, a little wider than your hips, big toes pointing toward each other. And then keep most of the weight on the legs here to start, so your hips are going to stay low. But flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips pointing toward you. Now, this is not a very comfortable position, and if you need to back off on the weight on the hands, you can always bring them between your knees. You can bring them in closer. Further forward will be more intense. Now, keep the tension in your hands. Keep the fingertips pressing down. Keep your arms straight to start, and keep the fingertips pressing down into the floor. This could be good enough, and you can take most of the weight to the legs. Now, if you can take this further, just keep the hands tense like this, fingertips still pressing down, and then try to take this through some cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, gaze up high. With the exhale, pull your belly in and round your spine. Take it the other way. Inhale, drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round and empty all this out. Inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your gaze. Exhale, round and empty again. And then one more time with an inhale, draw your chest forward, look up, press into your fingertips. Exhale, round completely and empty this out. And then come up onto the fingertips. And just take a moment here, move around just a little bit. Now, we're going to take a similar setup with the legs. So I want you to keep the knees wide, still big toes pointing in toward each other. And this time, walk the hands in so you can set the hands down on the line that you draw between your knees. Now, palms down. And this time, fingertips rotated out to the side, maybe toward your feet all the way back. Just come as far in that rotation as you can. Now, set your hands down flat, spread your fingers out wide. Hands are about shoulder width. Grip the floor with your fingers. And you can just stay low here and stay gripping, and this could be good enough. This may already be enough of a stretch on the wrists. You can lift your hips up higher. You can walk the hands further forward if you want to take it there. Now, if you can take things further still, start to take this with bent arms. So keep that grip, fingertips sticking down to the floor. And then find the arch in your upper back. Bring your chest between the upper arms, and then back and forth. Bend the elbows in toward you. Bring your shoulders forward a little bit. And then press back up to straight. And just take it back and forth like this, gripping, and just leaning a little bit further forward as your elbows bend. This doesn't have to be dramatic at all. And in fact, I recommend you go light, take it slow. Don't take yourself too far forward. If you want to go deeper and you can figure out the balance, just feel it out and see how far you want to go with this. And then the next time you come forward, just stay forward here. And when you're ready, take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels, and just take a moment, shake your hands out. Loosen up your fingers and loosen up your wrists. And then just come into all fours. Now wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, just to feel this out. We're just going to take this into spinal balance here before we take things any further. So just keep your gaze down and keep your spine long. Reach your crown of the head straight forward, tailbone back. And then put the weight to the left hand and reach your right arm straight forward. Extend your left leg back. Now keep your body in line. Keep your hips level. Keep your gaze down and really stretch long through the fingertips and toe tips. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, curl this in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Now inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, reach this out long. Now just stay reaching here. Bring your gaze forward. Bend your left knee, reach back with your right hand. See about finding that right foot. And if you can't find the grip, just keep reaching back, try to lift the knee. Now if you have the grip, kick into your hand. And then draw your shoulder forward, see about bringing that knee up higher. Just grip the floor with your left hand, keep your balance. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down, both knees down, back to all fours. Now again, bring everything into line. Reach the crown of the head straight forward, keep your neck nice and long. And just reach your left arm straight forward and the right leg straight back. Now stretch this out through the fingertips and toe tips. Just feel this out. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, squeeze in, elbow to knee underneath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Now inhale, reach this long, stay reaching here. And then look forward. Now bend into the right knee, reach back with your left hand. And again, find whatever grip you can, or just stay reaching and try to lift that knee up higher. If you have the grip, kick into your hand. And draw your left shoulder forward, try to bring that right knee up higher. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both hands down, both knees down, back to all fours and just move around. Now once you're ready from here, just go ahead, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and bring yourself up into downward facing dog. And once you come into that down dog, take a moment here, feel this out. Pressing your palms, flatten your hands, grip the floor with your fingers. And see you can bring some weight toward the base of your thumb so the hands are truly flat and that the inside of the hand doesn't lift up. Now sink your chest low toward the floor, and as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling. Keep your hips lifting and keep the upper body in one long straight line from the wrist creases through to the hips. So hold some tension through your core, through your belly, around the low ribs like you're cinching up a belt. And if you have tightness in the backs of your legs, if your hamstrings are tight, just let it go. Bend in your knees. You can always just stay loose and pedal this out. Let your hips move side to side. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. With the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart. Deepen in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang. Let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose here. Let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows if you like, and even shake this side to side to loosen further. And then from wherever you are, go ahead, release any grip that you have. Keep the knees bent to begin, but then restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last, and just open up your palms to your sides. Now when you're ready here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set your intention. Let your mind clear and find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. So hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine, put a little bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged, move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with the inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to your shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then bring your hands to the mat, and let's step this back to high plank. Now find your shape here. Wrists at the shoulders, palms press to the floor, press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to keep your spine lifted here best you can. And keep your core engaged, pulling through the belly and around the low ribs. Now when you're ready here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just set your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Now with your next inhale, straighten your arms, pull your chest forward, upward facing dog. Come onto the tops of your feet and kick down. And then pull your belly in, bring your hips up high, and come back to down dog. Now paddle out for just a moment here. We're actually going to take this down to the floor before we take this to our sun salutation. So I want you to just shift this forward. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, find your high plank. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Now again, shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. And then this time, go ahead, flatten your body out and come all the way down to the mat. Now bring your hands underneath the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We're going to take this up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. And then with the exhale, roll this down. Inhale, peel this up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time. Now just stay lifted here. Keep the lift in your upper body, press into your feet. Take some more all the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, pull the shoulders back, keep your gaze forward. And then pull your chest forward, but lift up a little bit higher. Now I want you to hold the lift here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just set your hands down. Slide your hands forward one by one. We're going to take this into Sphinx. So forearms parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders, palms down. And as you come into this, just pay attention to your hands first. Spread your fingers wide, grip the floor. And with the palms grounded, start to pull your chest forward between the upper arms. So you're trying to bring the middle of the chest forward as much as you can. Now keep your neck long. Reach your crown of the head toward the ceiling. Bring your chin in just a little bit. This may already be enough right here. Now kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, keep your lower body engaged. And then if you want to take this further, keep pulling forward, drawing your spine up and out of the pelvis. Press down into your hands. And if you can go a little bit further still, maybe lift your elbows a little bit. Maybe lift the elbows further, but concentrate on lengthening your spine, bringing yourself forward before you go deeper into the bend. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, slowly let's bring this down. Hands underneath the shoulders. Bring your chin down to the floor. And we're going to set this up for a halfway version of a floor bow pose. So why don't you reach your right arm straight forward and then lay your left arm down at your side. Now bend the right elbow, right forearm parallel to the short side of your mat. Bend the right knee and reach back with your left hand. Find whatever grip you can, the foot, the ankle, the shin, or just reach and you're going to work to lift that right knee. Now from wherever you are, with an inhale, just lift your head, neck, and chest, look forward. Use your right arm, press into the floor, pull your chest further forward still. Now to take it even further, if you have that grip, if you're holding onto your right foot, kick into your hand, pull your shoulder forward, and then try to just lift your head up even higher. Kick down to your left foot and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly just bring this back down. Once your chin's on the mat, switch this out. Right arm down at your side, left arm reaches forward. And half bow on this side. So bend your left elbow so that forearm's parallel to the short side of your mat. Bend your left knee and reach back with your right hand. Now, maybe you just keep reaching and you'll work to lift that left knee. Or maybe you're going to take hold of the foot or the ankle or the shin, whatever works. But from wherever you are, with an inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest, look forward. Now concentrate on that left hand. Press into the floor, try to pull your chest further forward. Keep the top of your head reaching up. And then if you have that grip, kick into your right hand. Now draw the right shoulder forward, bring the knee up higher, kick the right foot down into the floor. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring all this back down. Now once your chin's on the mat, just bring the arms down to your sides this time. And we're going to lift up into a locust variation from here. So with your next inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest, and reach the arms toward the back of the mat. And then with the exhale, roll this down. Inhale, lift, and reach the arms back even further. Exhale, roll this down. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and chest. Reach the arms behind, hold here. Now kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes. Try to bring your shoulders up even higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, come back down. Now hands back under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides, press the palms to the floor. We're going to take this to upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward, let your hips hang, stay on the tops of your feet in this position. And keep your legs active, work to lift knees up on the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, keep pulling the hips further. And then stay lifted with your arms, but lift with your shoulders as well. Keep your neck nice and long. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, pull your belly in, bring your hips up again, back to down dog. And just take a moment here to move. Paddle this out for a moment, let your hips move side to side. And stay loose. Now from downward facing dog, when you're ready, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees, look forward and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold this back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat, step it back to high plank. From here, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. We'll go for 2 more rounds like that. When you're ready here, take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing arms, reach high. Exhale, fold and bring it back down. Inhale, lift up halfway here. Exhale, hands to the mat and step it back to high plank. When you're ready, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. Inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. One more time, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach the arms high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift again. And then with the exhale, set the hands and step it back to high plank. When you're ready, bring your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And then just pedal out here and breathe. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to stand and reach your arms high. Now with the exhale, sink into chair. So put the weight to your heels, bend your knees and bring your hips down low. Pay attention to your stance. Feet within, hips with distance. Big toes and knees towards center, belly pulled in. And just keep the hips at this level. We're going to take this with a bind from above. So right hand behind your head with your palm facing in. Left palm faces the other way, but clasp your fingers. And then use the left arm to draw the right arm behind your head. Now press your head into the right arm. Keep your chest open. Keep that right shoulder back. Maybe sink this down lower. Now you're still in chair. I want you to lift your toes up off the floor and take this back and forth. So roll this forward. Bring your heels up high. The knees are still bent. And then set your heels back down. Again, roll it forward. Bring your heels up as high as you can. And then set your knees down. One more time, roll it forward, heels stay high. Now keep your chest open, keep looking forward. If you want to go deeper, maybe hinge from the knees and bring your hips down lower still. And then just set the left heel down on the floor. Now when you're ready, come to standing with your right knee high. You still got the bind. And bring your legs into a figure 4. So right ankle crosses your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled. Keep that right knee to the side. You still got the arm bind here. You can let it go if you need to. But if you can take this deeper, bend your left knee, sink your hips down lower, but keep your chest open and keep your upper body upright. And just breathe with us here for a moment. Now with your next inhale, go ahead, straighten the left leg, lift your right knee. And then with the exhale, set the right foot down. Now put the weight to the right foot. Bring your left knee up high, hold here. Ground down to the right big toe. Go ahead, release the arm bind. Hands to your hips for a moment. And then when you're ready, bring your hands to your low back. So interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back, open up your chest. And then from here, we're going to take this to a warrior 3. So take this slow, shoulders stay pulled back, start to lean forward and extend your left leg straight back. Now maybe you stay lifted a little bit so your body's at more of an angle. You can always put a bend in the right knee. But if you can take it deeper, keep hinging from the right hip, keep your body in line, and try to keep that left hip level with the right. Now still balancing here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, put just a little deeper bend in the right knee. And then straighten the right leg. Bend the knee again. Straighten the right leg. Bend the knee one more time. Now try to sink this down lower. You're still balanced. And then release. Both hands come down, left foot down behind you. And then just set the left knee down on the floor. Now we're coming into a kneeling lunge from here. So the feet are still on 2 separate tracks, hips width distance side to side, left foot flat behind you. Hands to hips with an inhale, just bring your torso all the way upright. So both legs are roughly 90 degrees. Be sure your stance is wide. Ground down into the right foot, kick into the left. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Now with the exhale, vertical twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Open to your right side. Inhale back to center. Reach your arms high. Exhale, twist again. Right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center. Reach your arms up high. Now with the exhale, twist this one more time and hold here. Now look back toward the right hand. Reach your arms in line. Keep your chest open to the side. And then just start to lean this back. Look down toward that left heel. Now if you can take this further, see about bringing the right hand maybe down to the floor, maybe even touch your left foot. But pull that left hip forward, ground down into the right foot, keep breathing, keep looking down, and just reach that left arm up high. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach both arms high. And then with the exhale, bring the hands to your low back again. So interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. And then just take this back and forth, bend into the right knee, sink your hips down low, look up toward the ceiling. And then bring your gaze forward, press back up to that kneeling lunge. Again, bend the right knee, sink down low, gaze up high. Press into the right foot and back up. Now one more time, bend to the right knee, bring your gaze up high, press your knuckles toward the floor and bring your hips down as forward as far as you can. Pull the left hip forward, pull the right hip back, keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just bring your hips back over your left knee and then hinge forward, belly touches the right thigh. When you're ready, tuck the toes of your left foot, lift the left knee up off the floor. I'm going to take this into a warrior one stance. So both feet are going to be flat and still hips width distance side to side. So you can square your hips toward the front of the mat. But bend to the right knee, keep the left leg straight. The left foot's going to point to the side about 45 degrees or so. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a little bit of an angle. Pull the right hip back, pull the left hip forward, and play around with this. Sink your hips down. Now you can always make this a short stance and a wide stance. You don't have to step this back too long. So you can keep that back leg straight and the left heel down. Shoulders pulled back. Now with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, elbows wide, let your head fall back, open your chest. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, open up and gaze up high. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, open up your chest one more time, hold here. Keep that left hip pulling forward, pull the right hip back, keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to your low back again. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back to that bind we just had. Keep the hips where they are. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly hinge on the hips. Bring your belly to touch the right thigh. Look forward. We're just going halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way back up. Exhale, hinge forward, touch your belly to your right thigh. Now inhale, bring this all the way up one more time. Exhale, hinge forward, belly to the right thigh, hold here. So you're not coming down too low and you're not rounding your spine. Shoulders pulled back, chest open, keep breathing. Now to take this further, keep your belly in contact with your right leg. And then start to press your knuckles up toward the ceiling to open your chest even further. Now if you want to take it further still, keep your belly touching the right thigh. Maybe straighten that right leg a little bit, maybe a lot. But just breathe with us here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down to the floor. Now slide the right foot back behind the right hand. Bring the left foot forward behind the left. We're going to take this into a crow setup from here. So both hands are flat. Palms down, grip the floor with your fingers. Bring the heels up and just touch the knees to your arms. Now, you can just stay in the setup here, but take it just a little bit further. As you grip the floor, start to lean forward and then play around. Lift your right foot up for a moment. That knee's on your right arm. And then set your right foot down. Lift your left foot up for a moment. Set that left foot down. Now maybe stay here. If you want to take it further, you can lean and lift both feet. And then when you're ready, just step this back and we'll take it through the Vinyasa. So bring yourself into high plank. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And just pedal out here. From your downward dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, just sink into chair again. So put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now again, pay attention to your stance. Feet within hips with distance, big toes and knees squeezing in toward each other. Keep your belly pulled in. Let's bind this from above. Left hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Right palm faces the other way. Clasp your fingers. Use the right arm to draw the left arm behind your head. Press your head back into your left arm. Keep your chest open. Keep that left shoulder back. Maybe sink this down lower. Now you're still in chair. Lift your toes up off the floor. Stay upright, but take it back and forth. Roll forward to the toes. Bring your heels up high. And then just set your heels back down. Bring it forward again. Lift your heels. And then set your heels down. One more time forward. Heels stay high. Hold here. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your chest open. But if you want to go deeper, maybe hinge from the knees. And bring your thighs toward parallel with the floor. Keep yourself upright. You don't have to go too far. And then put the right heel down on the floor, left heel still lifted. Now slowly bring yourself up to standing with your left knee high. Take a figure four. Left ankle crosses your right thigh. Now curl the toes left foot. Keep that knee to the side. Keep your gaze forward. Hold your balance. But if you can take it deeper, bend your right knee. Hinge from the hips a little bit and start to sink this down, but keep your torso upright. Now with an inhale, straighten the right leg. Lift your left knee. Switch feet, left foot down, right knee lifted. Now dig into the left big toe. Once you have your balance, just release your hands, bring them to your hips for a moment. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. And then let's take this to warrior three. Keep a little bend in your left knee, but then hinge from the left hip. Right leg reaches straight back. Now maybe you stay more upright and that's fine. Just keep your lifted body in line. Shoulders pull back, keep the hips level, keep them squared. And if you can take it deeper, you can bring yourself down toward parallel with the floor. Keep your shoulders pulled back, keep breathing. Now as you hold this, put just a little bend in your left knee, and then press yourself back up. Bend in your left knee, and then press back up. One more time, bend your left knee. Now just sink down, see about taking this further. And then when you're ready, go ahead, set the right foot down behind you and bring the right knee all the way down to the floor. And again, I want to take this to a kneeling lunge. So flatten the right foot behind you. And then see your left foot is flat on the floor. So both legs about 90 degrees. Bring that left foot out to the side a little bit if you need to. Be sure you can square the hips. Right hip forward, left hip back. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, it's a vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm forward, open up. Inhale, turn to center, reach as high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale, back to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward. Now hold here. Now keep your chest open inside, look back toward that left hand. And then start to lean back. Now you can reach that left hand down. See about finding the right heel, maybe the floor. You can keep that hand up higher if you need to. But if you can touch the heel, keep that right hip pressing forward, keep your gaze down, and keep your chest open to the side. Just reach that right arm high. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just turn back to center. Hands to your hips, bring yourself toward upright. And we'll take that bind again. So bring your hands together, interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. Lean forward toward that left foot, tuck the toes to the right. And then lift the right knee. Let's take this into warrior one. So deep in the left knee, right leg straight. Now feet are still on two separate tracks, hips with distance side to side. The right foot points to the side about 45 degrees or so. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And just give yourself a moment to adjust this. Now again, you can take a wider stance, you can take a shorter stance. Keep the hips squared. Try to keep the hips as low as you can. Keep your shoulders pulled back. And then when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, elbows wide, open your chest, let your head fall back. Inhale, reach up, look forward. Exhale, pull back, elbows wide. Inhale, arms up high. And then with the exhale, one more time, draw the elbows back, open up your chest and hold here. Keep the right hip pulling forward, the left hip pulling back, and keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, reach straight up, look forward. And then with the exhale, again, bring the hands to your low back. Now interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back. Keep the same stance. And keep your chest open right here. This isn't quite a regular humble warrior, so take an inhale. Now with the exhale, hinge from the hips, touch the belly to the left thigh, look forward, keep your gaze forward.
Inhale, bring this up all the way. Exhale, hinge forward, belly touches your left thigh. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Now exhale, hinge forward one more time and stay forward. Keep your belly touching your left thigh. Keep looking forward. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling to open your chest further. And if you want to take it deeper still, you can start to pull that left hip back, maybe straighten that left leg a little bit. Keep your gaze forward. Keep your belly touching your left thigh and just keep breathing. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down. Now bring the left foot behind your left hand, step the right foot behind the right, and we'll take that crow setup again. So palms down, hands are flat, grip the floor with your fingers, lift your heels, and bring the knees to touch your arms. Now as you grip the floor, start to look forward, start to lean just a bit, and then play around with this a little bit here. Lift your left foot up off the floor, and then set it down. Lift your right foot, keep your grip, and set it down. Now maybe just stay here, maybe lean a little bit further, maybe lift both feet, take it to where you like. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, move into your Vinyasa. Step this back to high plank. And once you're ready, inhale here. And then set your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. With the exhale, pull your belly in, hips up high to down dog. Paddle out here and breathe. Now from your down dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach the arms high. With the exhale, sink down into chair again. Put the weight to heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now as you settle into this, we're going to take an eagle bind this time. It's going to be right arm under, left arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs with your face. Now if you can't get the palms to touch, just go ahead and reach across to opposite shoulders. Do what works. And either way, keep your arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows high. Maybe bring your hips lower. Now as you hold this, lift your toes up off the floor. And then take it back and forth. Roll forward with your heels up high. And then set your heels down. Bring it forward again. Lift your heels. And then set them down. Now one more time forward. Heels stay high. Hold here. Now if you want to take it deeper, maybe sink your hips down, hinge from the knees. But keep the elbows lifting, keep the arms squeezing, keep your gaze forward, and just breathe. And then just set your left heel down. When you're ready from here, take this to full eagle. The right leg crosses over the left. Now cross your legs and squeeze them together. You can touch the right foot down if you need to. Shoulders back, elbows high. Keep breathing with this. Now with your next inhale, straighten your left leg, lift the right knee. And with the exhale, set the right foot down. Let's switch it out. Right foot's your base. Left knee up high. And just take a moment here to find your balance. Now once you're ready, we're going to take it back to a warrior three. Put a little bit on the right knee. Hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight back. Bring your lifted body in line. Arms are still squeezing. You're still looking forward. Now if you can take it deeper, keep hinging from that right hip. Keep your lifted body in line. Maybe come down toward parallel with the floor. Keep breathing with this. And just hold. Now we'll take this a little bit further. So whatever angle you're at, bend into the right knee and just sink down a little bit. And then press back up, straighten the right leg. Bend into the right knee and sink down. And again, press back up. One more time, bend into the right knee. Now just sink down as low as you can. And then release. Both hands down, left foot down behind your low lunge. Now from your low lunge, we're going to take this to warrior two. So with an inhale, drop your left heel. Lift your torso, wim with the arms, and open out to your left side. And just take a moment to feel this out. So deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight, left leg straight. One line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always slide that right foot further forward and lengthen this out. But keep your torso upright, keep everything open to left side. Reach equally front to back. And then we're going to take the hands behind the head again. So right hand behind your head with the palm facing in. Left palm's the other way. Now clasp your fingers. Keep the chest open, shoulders back, elbows wide. And keep your hips low. We're going to go back and forth like this. So with the inhale, reverse, lean back, gaze up high. And then with the exhale, extend this forward, but look up. Inhale, reverse, keep your chest open. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time, hold here. Now keep your gaze up high, keep the shoulders drawn back, sink deep into that right leg. Now with your next inhale, release that clasp. Bring yourself to center, arms reach wide. And then extended side angle. Right elbow to the right thigh, left arm behind your back with a half bind. Draw that left shoulder back and look up. And this is good enough right here. Now if you want to take it deeper, see about bringing that right hand low inside the right leg down to the floor. And keep your gaze up high with your left shoulder pulled back. Now if you want to go further still, be sure your chest is still open to the side, but you can sink down toward the floor inside the right leg. Maybe take a full bind and reach underneath, find that grip behind you. But just take this to where you can. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this, both hands down to the floor. Now walk your hands over to your left side inside your left leg, and then press in your hands and come down onto your left knee. We're going to take a gate stance here. So this is a kneeling pose. So if you need some padding underneath your left knee, you can always fold the mat once or twice underneath it for a little bit extra support. But once you're ready, just come up to vertical, left knee on up. And the right leg extends toward the front of the mat. Now come on to the right heel, point the toes up to the ceiling. You can slide that foot further out if you want to take it there. Try to keep the heel more or less in line with your knee. Glutes engaged, hips are pressing toward the side of the mat. Now once you're ready, just bring the hands to your low back, palms face away, shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. And then press into the right foot, kick into the left, and just take this down and up. So when you're ready, just hinge down. So bring your chest forward, try to bring your seat down toward the left heel. And then kick into the floor, squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward. Again, hinge from the hips, sink down low toward that left heel. Press into the right heel as you come all the way back up. One more time, sink down toward the left heel, keep your chest open. And then press this all the way up and hold here. Now right arm stays bound. Reach your left arm up high, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, reach over to your right side, gaze up high, press into that right heel. Inhale, bring it back up to vertical. And then with the exhale, hinge to the right again. Inhale, bring yourself upright. Exhale, hinge to the right one more time, hold here. And if you want to take it further, you can reach the right arm in line with the left, ground into that right heel, but keep your hips pressing to the side and keep breathing here. And I know this isn't the most comfortable position to be in, but work it as best you can. Now with your next inhale, just bring yourself upright, arms up high, and then reach the arms out wide, right and left. Now look in the direction of the right hand, kick into that left foot, keep your hips pressing out to the side. And we're working on an unusual sort of balance right here, so just take this slow. Now start to reach the left arm, lean to your left side. Now when you can, see about taking a little bit of weight off that right foot. Maybe lift the heel for a moment and set it down. And then again, reach right, reach left, shift left. When that right foot feels light, see about lifting it for a moment and set it down. Again, reach left, shift left, left arm wide. And when that right foot feels light, try to lift it just a little bit longer. And then set the foot flat. Now bring your hands to the front of the mat, pivot toward the front. Tuck the toes, your left foot, lift the left knee, come into low lunge. And then we'll take this into that crow setup from here. So the right foot's behind the right hand, left foot steps forward as well. Palms down, hands flat, grip the floor with your fingers. Now, lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean a little bit. You can just stay right here and stay tense. If you want to take it further, play around. See about lifting just the right foot. And then set it down. Lift just the left foot. Set it down. Maybe lean forward, maybe just stay here. Maybe lean and lift both feet. If you want to take the full pose, you don't have to go there if you don't want to. And then when you're ready, just step this back and let's take it through the Vinyasa. So find your high plank when you're ready. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw the belly in. Bring your hips up high to down dog. Now we'll take all that to the other side. So if we're downward facing dog, when you're ready, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to stand and reach your arms high. And then with the exhale, sink down into the chair. Put the weight to your heels, bend your knees, and bring your hips down low. Now when you settle in, let's go ahead and take this into the eagle bind on this side. So it's going to be left arm under this time. Right arm over. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs with your face. Or reach to the shoulders. Just do what works. Keep your arms crossed and keep them squeezing. Shoulders down, elbows up. Now, when you're ready for me, just sink the hips down low if you want to take it there. Lift your toes up off the floor. And let's go back and forth. Roll this forward. Bring your heels up high. And then just set your heels down. Forward again. Lift your heels. Set them back down. Bring this forward. Heels stay high. Keep breathing here. Maybe bring your hips down a little bit lower, but keep the arms squeezing. Try to lift the elbows higher if you can. And then just set the right heel down. Now let's take full eagle. Left leg crosses over the right. Squeeze the legs together. Sink into the hips. Shoulders back, elbows high. Keep looking forward. Keep breathing. With your next inhale, straighten the right leg. Lift the left knee. With the exhale, left foot down. Now bring yourself to standing with your right knee high. The arms are still bound. And we're going to take this into the warrior three again. So put a little bend the left knee. Hinge from the left hip. Reach your right leg straight back. Keep your lifted body in line. Try to keep your hips squared. Maybe stay upright. Maybe hinge down toward parallel. Take this to where you can. Now whatever angle you're at, start to move from up to down. Bend your left knee to sink a little bit. And then straighten your left leg. Press back up. Bend into your left knee. Sink down. And then press back up. Now one more time, bend your left knee, try to sink down as low as you can. And then release, both hands down, right foot down behind your low lunge. Low lunge to your warrior two. With an inhale, drop the right heel. Lift your torso, windmill the arms, open up. And go ahead and adjust this as you need to. Bend the left knee, keep the right leg straight. One line from the front heel to the back arch. Again, you can always walk that right foot further forward. Now keep your spine upright, reach this equal front to back. And then the left hand comes behind your head, palm facing in. Right palm faces the other way. Again, clasp your fingers. Shoulders back, elbows wide. Just look forward, stay open like this. With an inhale, reverse. Lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward. Keep looking toward the ceiling and keep your chest open. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse one more time. Hold here. Now keep looking up, right elbow down, keep your chest open, stay low in that left leg, keep the left knee bent. With your next inhale, just release that clasp, reach your arms out wide, come to center. And then with the exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left side, right arm reaches up and forward. Take a half bind and bring that arm behind you. Now draw the right shoulder back, gaze up high, just hold here, this is good enough. But if you want to go deeper, you can bring that left hand down inside the left leg, right shoulder stays high. Now if you want to take it deeper still, you can bind it, sink down low. Reach underneath that left leg, but keep the right shoulder lifted, stay open to the side as much as you can. And just take things where you can right now, keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down. Now walk your hands over to the right side. And let's take it to gate here. So bring the right knee down to the floor. Left leg stays out to the side. Go ahead, flatten the right foot behind you. So everything from the right knee on up stacks to vertical. Come on to the left heel. So the left heel is more or less in line with the right knee. Glutes engage, the hips are pressed to the side. Point the toes, the left foot toward the ceiling. You can slide that foot further out if you want. Now once you bring this all the way up, just bring your hands behind your back. Again, palms open, fingers wide. Keep the elbows wide and your shoulders pulled back. And again, you can go ahead and double or triple up the mat underneath the right knee if you need more padding. But let's take this back and forth. So kick into that right foot. And then just slowly hinge from the hips. Sink down low, bring your seat toward the right heel. And then press back up and press your hips forward. Shoulders stay back. Again, hinge down, sink down low toward that right heel. Press into your left heel as you bring everything up and forward. One more time, sink down low, bring your seat toward the right heel best you can. And then press this all the way back up and hold here. Keep the left arm bound, reach your right arm high, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, lean over to the left side as far as you can. Inhale, come back up, right? Exhale, lean to the left, but gaze up high. Inhale, come all the way up one more time. And then with the exhale, lean left, hold here. So stretch that right arm long, gaze up high. Keep your hips pressing toward the side of the mat. And if you want to go further, you can reach that left arm in line with the right. Now with your next inhale, just bring yourself to vertical, both arms high, and then reach your arms out wide. Now keep your weight centered on that right leg. Kick the right foot into the floor. Look toward your left hand. Now I take this back and forth, slowly shifting the weight off the left leg. So reach the arms right as far as you can. Now, as you feel that left foot get light, try to lift it for just a moment and set it down. Again, lean to the right, reach to the right, and keep your hips pressing forward. When that left foot gets light, try to lift it again and set it down. One more time. Lean right, reach to the right as far as you can. Keep your hips pressing to the side of the mat. And once that left foot feels light, try to lift it, try to hold it up a little bit longer. Set it down. Now go ahead, set that left foot flat. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Come into low lunge for just a moment. And then bring the right foot forward as well as the left. Now we're setting this up for crow again. So palms down, hands to shoulder width, grip the floor. Lift your heels, bring the knees to touch your arms. Look forward, lean forward, take things slow. You don't have to go too far. But then if you want to play around with it here, just lift the left foot, hold your shape. Set your left foot down. Lift the right foot up and just hold for a moment. Bring the right foot down. Now keep looking forward, keep leaning. Maybe take it further, maybe even lift both feet. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release from wherever you are. Step it back to high plank. One more vinyasa. When you're ready here, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull this forward, straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Bring the hips up high to down dog. Now from down dog, let's take this to half pigeon. When you're ready with an inhale, raise your right leg high. And then with the exhale, bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Flatten your left foot, straighten your left leg, pull your left hip forward and keep it in line with the right. And just sink your weight straight down. Now look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Kick into the right foot and keep the hips squared, keep them low. Now you can stay like this and keep yourself upright. And if you want to settle in, which is what most people do, you can come down to the forearms and maybe melt down all the way and just take things to where you can. And look for at least some of that stretch on the right side. If you want to take this a little bit deeper, even if you melt it down, you can tuck the toes of the left foot, maybe hover your left knee, but keep the left hip low and keep the hips even. And just breathe here. Just take it to where you can right now. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them back in towards center, bring your torso upright. We'll take another pose. So lower yourself to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. And we're going to take this into a twist, into Lord of the Fishes. So from here, bring the right heel outside your left hip. Step the left foot outside your right thigh. And just take a moment, get both sit bones down to the floor. Now once you're ready, set the left hand down behind you, inhale the right arm high. And then with the exhale, bring the right elbow past your left thigh. Now keep your spine tall, reach the crown of the head straight up. Look over your left shoulder. And then use your right arm and press into your left leg and just keep breathing here. Keep extending up tall as you're twisting. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release this. Bring both hands over to the right side. Lightly open your chest to the right for a moment. And then when you're ready, turn back to center. Hands behind you. Lean back, untangle the legs. Roll forward your hands. Step back to down dog. And let's take this to the other side. So once you're ready with an inhale, raise your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind your left wrist, ankle somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, flatten the right foot behind you, pull the right hip forward and keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer left hip or toward the glutes. Now if you want to stay upright, this will work. And if you want to sink down, you can come down to the elbows and you can melt all the way down to the floor. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, whatever variation you're in, you can tuck the toes of the right foot behind you, maybe hover your right knee, but keep the right hip pulling forward and keep both hips sinking down still. Just take it to where you need to.
All right, again for me. If your hands are forward, walk them back in. And once the hands are close enough, lower yourself to the left hip, swing your right leg forward this time. And we'll take Lord of the Fishes on this side. So the left heel is going to be outside the right hip. Right foot steps outside your left thigh. And again, just find your seat. Get both sit bones down. Now, once you're ready, set the right hand down behind you. Inhale your left arm up high. And with the exhale, move into the twist. Left elbow past your right thigh. Now, keep your spine tall. Reach your crown of the head straight up. Look back over the right shoulder. And use your left arm, press it into the right leg, and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands over your left side, lightly open your chest to the left. And turn to center when you're ready. Hands behind you, lean back, uncross the legs. And then just roll forward your hands. And we're going to take this up into Camel Pose. So you're going to come to standing on your knees. Now you can keep your feet flat behind you and always do it like this. You can tuck your toes if that suits you better. But bring yourself upright and just see that your knees are about hips width distance apart. So hands to your hips, squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. And this is good enough. You can keep your hands here. You can also bring your hands back like they're in your back pockets, maybe to your low back if you want to take it there. And you can always bind your hands and reach your knuckles toward the floor. Whatever you do with your arms, draw the elbows toward each other and pull your shoulders back to keep your chest open. Keep your glutes engaged and your hips pressed forward. Now as you hold on to this, just look forward and slowly walk your gaze up the wall in front of you. Find the point in the ceiling that's directly above and just check in. Hips are still forward, gaze up high, release your shoulders to the floor, and just breathe here. Keep the front of the body nice and open. And then just slowly walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the front wall, bring yourself down to sitting on your heels for just a moment. Now, if you need to take a break from that for any reason, feel free, but I'm going to take this up to another round and take this a little bit deeper. So if you're ready, just bring yourself back up onto your knees. Again, hands to your hips or whatever position suits you best. Keep the glutes engaged and your hips pressed forward. Elbows draw toward each other, shoulders pulled back. Now, when you're ready, walk your gaze up the wall in front of you. Find the point in the ceiling directly above. And again, check in. Keep your hips pressing forward. Your glutes are still tense. Chest still open, shoulders pulled back. This is enough. And if you want to take it even deeper, you can walk your gaze along the ceiling, maybe look toward the back wall. Further still, maybe release your hands and look for the heels behind you. Now, if you can bring your hands to heel, that's fine. Be sure you're still pressing your hips forward, still drawing your shoulders back. And just breathe here. Keep the front of the body nice and open. And then very slowly from here, walk your gaze along the ceiling. Find the front wall. Bring yourself all the way back down to sitting on your heels. And if you took it deep, if you're seeing spots and the blood rush from your head, just take a moment till that changes and everything becomes normal. But whenever you're ready, bring your legs out from underneath you and then come all the way down onto your back. Now, once you're down, draw your knees into your chest and just squeeze things in. And then let's take this into a supine twist. When you're ready, just extend the left leg out fully. Left hand to the right knee, right arm out to your side. Now draw the right knee across your body, tuck your left hip underneath, keep both shoulders down. But look to the right. Now find your stretch. Outer right hip toward your low back. You can always press down with your left hand if you want to take it there. If you want to go further, you can take hold of the outside edge of the right foot with your left hand and maybe extend that leg to the side. Just take things to where you can. Take an inhale here. Now with the exhale, bring this back into center. Pull the right knee in. Draw the left knee in as well to squeeze down for a moment. And then just switch it out when you're ready. Extend the right leg, right hand, your left knee, left arm out to the side. Now draw your left knee across your body, tuck your right hip underneath, keep both shoulders down. And look left this time. Now find the stretch out of left hip toward your low back. If you need more, you can press down with your right hand. If you want to take it further, maybe extend that left leg to the side and take hold of the left foot. Just take things to where you can here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring this back into center. Pull both knees into your chest. And then we'll take it to happy baby. So when you're ready, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees. And pull down on both sides. So try to draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs. And press your feet up into your hands at the same time. Just keep the tension working both up and down. Now flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down low toward the floor best you can. If you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. And maybe extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body sink down to the mat. Now when you're ready here, let your body move again bit by bit, fingers and toes, arms and legs. And then stretch this out long. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out past your head. And then pull things in, bring the elbows toward your chest, draw your knees up as well. And just find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. And I thank you for joining class. Namaste.